Oh my god. What the hell is that? Private photographs, so many documents. The recent release of documents related to Jeffrey Epstein once again shaken public opinion around the world. These files made public by the US Department of Justice raised serious questions about powerful network, secrecy, and what may have taken place behind closet doors. Soon after the release, social media was flooded with interpretations, theories, and historical references. One detail that caught attention was an email mentioning a financial transfer using the name Baal, which means that Epstein had a bank account by the name of Baal. This single word sparked massive debate online. So what is Baal? Baal is a demon whose mention we can find from ancient times. It is also mentioned in the Holy Quran, the book of Muslims, and this demon is even worshipped behind closed doors even today as well. In ancient history, Baal was known as a deity worshipped in part of the Middle East thousands of years ago. In Hebrew texts and the Bible, Baal is described as a rival belief system to the worship of God. Over time, Baal became associated with forbidden and immoral practices in religious literature. Because of this historical background, many internet users began linking the Epstein files with ancient symbolism and secret belief systems. They claimed that certain powerful people may use coded language or hidden symbols rather than speaking openly. Another topic that went viral was the structure on Epstein's island that resembled an ancient temple. Picture of this building circulated widely online and people compared it to old pagan temples. This again fueled speculation that symbolism was involved in whatever gatherings took place there. Now let us try to understand why this connection between Epstein and Baal doesn't seem like just a fake rumor. First and foremost, every single name and even the abbreviation chosen by the billionaire and trillionaire classes or by those in their contexts are not random or coincidental. Epstein's bank account's name being Baal is undoubtedly hinting at some even darker secrets of Epstein for which the world is not prepared. Second, as we all know, Epstein's crimes centered primarily on young women and children. No one can deny this. And surprisingly, the ancient demon Baal is also heavily associated with children. People in ancient times openly offered their children to this demon as a form of worship. It was customary for the family's firstborn to serve as an offering to Baal. It's so terrifying. The grim reality is that no one knows how many victims of Epstein's crimes were abducted or disappeared. If Baal worship was involved, there is a good chance that the unknown victims fared worse than the survivors. It was only recently discovered that Epstein received car bar coverings as gifts, which he most likely intended to use for Kabbalah magic and other purposes. So this fact emphasizes the point. If Epstein was involved in dark magic, then it might also be true that the Kabbalah magic was done to please the Baal demon. The Baal demon is mentioned in the Holy Quran, the book of Muslims. Do you call upon the idol of Baal and abandon the best of creators? This verse in the Holy Quran was referring to the time of Prophet Elias, when his people had abandoned the worship of one god in favor of the idol of the demon Baal. Interestingly, they weren't just worshipping this demon, but also practicing unknown dark magic with it. Prophet Elias confronted them and tried to guide them, but they were so engrossed and literally in love with the demon Baal that they ignored his warnings. Sure enough, Baal worship never stopped. It simply changed form. People still worship it and offer shady sacrifices to it today. The well-known brand Balenciaga is proof of all this dark stuff. The name means Baal is king, Balenciaga. And surprisingly, this brand deals with every strange dark sexual clothing for children. How many more proofs do we need? The Epstein files may never fully answer every question, but they have reminded the world that power without accountability is dangerous. The real lesson is about transparency, justice, and protecting the innocent in modern society. Pause for a moment. I want to ask you something. How does someone get away from committing a massive crime in any country? It's simple. You make sure powerful people get a piece of it. When influential figures have something to lose, suddenly the system has a reason to protect you. Not only can you carry out almost any kind of corruption, but if you ever get caught, you hold the ultimate leverage, because bringing you down means bringing them down too. If you understand that formula, a lot of things start to make sense. You already know this man, Jeffrey Epstein, the man who owned a private island alongside his girlfriend and alleged accomplice, Ghislaine Maxwell. He reportedly targeted vulnerable teenage girls, many of them already emotionally damaged or coming from troubled homes. They were identified, recruited, and transported to that island under false promises, where they were sexually abused and exploited. Then the scandal exploded. Photos surfaced. Documents were unsealed. Epstein was arrested and placed in jail. In 2019, officials announced that he had hanged himself in his cell. But here's where it gets disturbing. Multiple prison cameras malfunctioned that night. Guards allegedly failed to follow standard procedures. There were serious irregularities. Years earlier, he had also received an unusually lenient plea deal that allowed him extensive privileges, including significant time outside of confinement. Because of all this, many people believe this story isn't over. Some are convinced that he didn't die at all, that he was helped, protected, extracted, for the exact reasons we just talked about. When too many powerful names are tied to one man, the stakes become enormous. Now let's take a look at the official files that were released. What the hell is that? Private photographs, so many documents, all those faces that even been redacted. Those are the victims in this case, and from what we know, many of them was child or was teenagers under 18. Thanks you for watching. See you soon.